Hi guys, welcome to episode 1. Practice what you are good at. What I mean by that is clearly simple, and I explain you why. So you have a part of golf where you feel comfortable in. Most comfortable. It doesn't matter what it is. Except putting. Putting is a different part. So you have something, let's say this is a mid iron that you are very comfortable. You're 8 iron, you're 7 iron, whatever, something like this. Or a long iron. You should practice this shots as much as you can. That you feel very much 100% confident to do it every time the same thing. The matter is that you need to create a mechanism that you can repeatedly do every time the same shot. And I don't mean a shot range between 15 to 20 yards. No, it should be between 5 yards, plus minus 2.5 yards. That you know exactly, if I do this swing, I know exactly it will go this distance. You shoot with your 8 iron, 140 yards, 150 yards, and you do it within this range every time. And you know also exactly, I have to aim, a little bit to the left because I have a small slice. It doesn't matter, you have a slice or not. You just have to do every time the same thing. It can be, as I say, with a medium iron, with a short iron. It can be even the short game, or it can be even the long game, like with the long iron, with the wood, or even with the driver. The driver is also a different part, but also very important. The reason for this is, if you have a part where you are so good at that you don't have to, that you are quite looking forward to do it, you will do it more often and you will do it with more confidence. And confidence is very important to create a good ball strike and a consistent play. So you go, so I have to break it down. If you want to improve your golf game, you have to do one thing. You have to practice. And practice does not mean you go every day 18 holes. Because on the course, you come in different situations every time. And you have no chance of trying some things. Even if you stay and you hit 2 or 3 shots of the same tee on a par 3, or the same approach, or the same drive, this is not the same. You have to go to the driving range and you have to do shots. If it's possible, you have a measuring device where you see the distance or the carry and the distance, the ball speed, the attack angle. Maybe in your club is a simulator where you can maybe rent it for 1 hour. Do this. Try your clubs, try your distances, see what you are comfortable at, and improve it. And then step by step you will have less to worry about. And if you have another part where when you feel very comfortable at one point, then you will start to find another part where you start to feel comfortable at, because this will come automatically. If you have one part where you do not worry anymore about, then you will see that there will come more points or more parts, more clubs that you will strike more consistent and more happily without worry about the results. For me it helped a lot. For me it was, for example, my 8 iron. I love my 8 iron. And I hit it very consistent within 4 to 5 yards. And this helped me also a lot. Because, this comes later, course management, there you will need to find your spot. To play what you can do. Because you need to know what you can do. If you don't know, this is always a gamble. So I hope you understand what I mean. Please go on the driving range, find your comfort club or comfort clubs and practice it. And practice it as much as you can. You want to get better? You have to practice. Go on the driving range. Try your best. Give everything. Because this is important. In putting you have to practice anyhow. Because people say drive for show, putting for dough. I disagree a little bit with it, but this is also true. Because both is part of the game. If you don't get the ball on the green, it doesn't matter how good you putt. So if you're on the green and you only need one putt, but every time you need 7 shots to reach it, doesn't mean anything, right? So practice both. Putting also, but separately. It will come later in a different episode. Find your club, start loving it, and do always the same. What I mean also by it, don't try to do something more or less that I say, I can hit it also further. Let's say you hit your 8-iron around in a range between 130 and 145 yards. If you do it consistent and you have good shots, there's decent strikes where you can say, okay, I can hit it every time around 140 yards, plus minus a little bit. But you say, if I hit it very hard, I can hit it also 155 yards. Don't do it. Take the iron 7 or the iron 6 and do the same thing as you do with the iron 8. Do the same swing, do the same speed, because therefore we have different kinds of clubs in the back, right? Otherwise, I can hit my driver from 10 yards to 300. Basically, I would need only one club, but I don't do it, because every club has this purpose that you can contain the same swing speed every time, every shot, and this is what you have to practice. So find the club that you feel comfortable with it, and get your rhythm, your swing rhythm, and then you will see it will come step by step for other clubs as well. You feel more comfortable in doing other shots. I love now, never before I loved to hit my 5-iron, and I hit it far with a not over fast swing, but it flies, and it flies good, and it flies constant, and I like it. And I never liked my 5-iron or everything what is longer than my 7 or 6-iron. I was always afraid. But nowadays I trust to attack a green with a longer iron rather than with the wood. This is a different game. Also this, I have to practice also. I have to practice that. Another thing is approach shots, for example. I practiced. I was on the driving range and I tried to find a short approach shot within 100 yards. So I took several clubs from my pitching wedge to my lob wedge, and I tried to find a swing that I feel like I can replicate every time I need it. And it is for me, for example, my sandwich, where I make like a 3/4 swing, and I know exactly it flies 80 yards. Dead. I know it. If I hit it right, it flies 80 yards. And this is what I aim for. And this is where my comfort zone starts. And this you need to find. And I hope you will find it. And I'm sure you will find it. Because if you listen to this, what I'm saying, and you will go on the driving range and you will practice a lot, you will get better. This is easy as that. So, thanks for watching. Look forward for next week's second episode, visualization. I will explain you what I mean by that and how it will help you. Thank you very much. Subscribe, hit like my video, please. Hit the bell, and see you next time. Goodbye.